Hey guys, here aka Gene. So recently there's been a lot of sort of misunderstanding with my crew and a lot of other crews. A lot of people have obviously misinterpreting non-contact racing. You know, non-contact is not proper racing. Yes, I agree with that. The reason why we've been doing it for a while is because of lag in contact racing. We actually like contact racing. It's not that because we don't know how to contact race. It's just the fact that the way this game is designed and it's based solely on pace, that is not supported by the initial game design of lag, connection and reaction time put together. It just doesn't work out. That equation is just not there. So if the lag was taken out from this equation, then it will work. So the point is, when people compare F1, Forza or GT6 to this game, that is where you're going wrong. That should not be implied to this game whatsoever, because those games is working with real time. This game is working with its own game. Alright, it's working. This game is a game within itself where it's got its own skill gap. Alright, literally GTA 5 is just raw pace. If you don't have pace, then you are not racing. That is simply the concept for GTA 5, and hence why I hot lap, and hence why our crew hot lap a lot. And it comes to that non-contact environment where you can hot lap with your own concentration without having to worry about anything. Now I say that, but the point is, this doesn't mean we don't know how to race in the contact environment. The point is, we now have this pace to use in the contact environment, along with other attributes that you require to be able to execute a contact race. Now, with that being said, a good hot lapper, a good racer should be able to control any car and be able to execute a lap quite quick at pacey rate. So for example, in this particular footage, you notice I'm using the OB9F. This was the first time I'm using the OB9F in quite some time. But the point is, I understand how to use every single car in the game. If you were to give it to me right away, I'll get used to it. Now for some reason, I'm not sure what happened there, but this guy sort of lagged behind me and just disappeared. I don't know how I overtook him, but Rockstar Dev helped me out there. Thank you very much, Ramasamy, Rajakumar, Dev G, Rockstar Dev G. Okay, anyway, the point is, I don't know how I overtook him, but that was a pretty damn sweet overtake. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But the point is, the guy in the front of this race right now is in a Sacro. He's got a comfortable lead, right? Now, the reason why I love hot lapping, the reason now, as I state this time and time again, this whole game is based on pace. It's because if you don't have this mentality and this approach to a contact race, you will never be able to attack a person that is at the front of the race. Now, I'm saying the person at the front of the race does also know how to hot lap. He knows how to take the corners perfectly, and the point is, hot lappers are consistent. And you probably thinking, wait, that's bullshit, how's that even possible? The point is, when a hot lapper sets a target for a lap time on a particular race, they will keep aiming for that target. But of course, that target is quite risky compared to a normal person that doesn't take risks. Point is, you know, when you go for these lap times, right, when you set the absolute limit, you're not actually going for that limit, but you're actually going close to the limit. So you are still consistently going at a fast rate, but not the limit. The limit is obviously taking risks, but you don't have to do that because you're initially going at a very quick rate anyway. So no one is going to keep up to you. So the point is, you being at the back, you need to have that skill to keep up with the person at the front. And that is GTA 5. That is all it is. You being able to consistently push yourself, because if you do not know how to hot lap, if you don't have that skill, you simply won't be able to fight for the podium position. Now, if you're a normal contact racer and you don't have the sheer pace, and you're at the starting grid, you obviously start the race first, you're in the lead, that's still not going to help you, because yeah, you're going to defend for a while, but what you're doing, you're initially sort of blocking off people and sort of preventing them from keeping up with the pace. That's the whole point of why we have time trials for our crew, is because, say for example, I were to recruit a person who gets a 2-minute 5-second lap time on Chaparral GP, but he has the racing knowledge, it's still pointless for him to join this crew, because the fact that if he starts at the back of the grid, he won't have a chance to keep up with the rest of the pack who can get a consistent time of 2 minutes on that track. We've now broken that track down to 1 minute 58 seconds, just like that, within a few days, just from pushing our limits. But now we can consistently get 2-minute lap times instead of 2-minute 1. We thought initially hot lapping that track 2-minute 1 was the absolute limit, but now we know the absolute limit is 1 minute 58. That means we can consistently get 2-minute lap times, which is initially better than the previous consistent lap time. That's because we're taking it safe, but at the same time we're taking it safe, we're going at a quick rate. So the guy that gets a 2 minute 5 second lap time won't be able to keep up, and he's taking it safe, but he's got the racing knowledge. So what does this mean? GTA 5 racing is just on another level of a skill which requires that a normal racing sim doesn't have. You know, F1 games, this and that. This is realistic racing, man. You can't compare that to GTA 5 because the physics are completely different. It's not realistic. The cars respond differently. Yes, there's a concept of racing that is still there, of oversteering, understeering, taking lines. Of course, any racing game's got that. But you have to be ballsy on this game to actually benefit, because the point is, alright, there isn't podium finish rewards. There's simply you winning and you playing to win. And of course, racing is fun when you get into nice battles, but the point is, if you're in that particular battle and then you have this one person who's at the front of the race who's just dominating, the person that is defending in that particular battle, let's say for example there's a battle going on from 2nd to 3rd, right? There's a battle between 2nd and 3rd place. That battle needs to be at a pacey rate, not just the second person just defending his ass, literally blocking the way of the person 3rd position. Now imagine the 3rd position guy is a hot lapper and the 2nd position is a normal contact racer who doesn't have the sheer pace. He, in my eyes, right, this is my opinion guys, right, this is just coming from GTA 5 logic. In my eyes, the person that is 2nd position is quite simply blocking the entire way and preventing the person from the back winning the race, because the point is, the guy that is 2nd position who's defending, yeah, fair enough, is having a great battle, but it's pointless because the person that's defending in 2nd position doesn't have the sheer pace to keep up with the guy in the front. So why on earth are you sitting there blocking the person who knows how to hot lap and who knows how to attack the person at the front of the race? So what I'm saying, in GTA 5, you need to be able to know how to attack and defend at the same time. Those are the attributes that you require to race properly in GTA 5. It's not just defensive strives, it's to have everything mixed together in one, and that is what GTA 5 racing is about. And I will express this time and time again, it's not just about defending, it's about raw pace. Basically, I will say this time and time again, attack, defend, attack, defend. So it's attacking and defending at the same time. Basically, quite simply, attacking is one way of defending, hence why there's always will be a gap with a hot lapper against a contact racer. So that is my logic guys, that is my philosophy for GTA 5 racing, and this is one thing I figured out quite some time ago. Remember guys, this game is not scaled to real time, so it will require more reactions, more quick thinking time, concentration levels will be up there with having to focus more, which require skill, hence the skill gap for this game compared to realistic racing games. At the same time, you know, because of this pace, you know, you're having to have all the other factors that I just mentioned to be up there, so you've got to be really on your toes in such a fast-paced racing game like this, which requires a hell of a lot of reactions. And I'm coming from background from Burnout Paradise days where I used to be top 10 in the world, and that game required even more reactions. So that's why I find these games easy. But as I said, racing on GTA 5 is just on another level, just simply because of these factors that I mentioned, and it's not scaled real time with real human reactions, which we're comfortable with in those sort of racing games. Hence why I'm saying, time and time again, this is a reaction racing sim kind of arcadey, not a sim, sorry, but a reaction racing arcade game. So anyway, let me know your thoughts guys in the comment section below. And yes, any car is viable if you know how to use the car and if you have the right mindset and approach with the track as well. So you see that amazing lap time with the 9F, which technically speaking, Sacro should have a better lap time as well as the Velto on this track, but at the moment, current standings on the spreadsheet, this is the way it is with the lap times. But definitely give it a go, man. This obviously in a contact environment. I obviously had the mindset of switching between hot lapping and contact racing. When the contact racing time came to overtake someone, that is when I'll ease off my throttle and be careful. But once you overtake people, no one will be able to keep up to you because you have the upper hand with raw pace. And that is all basic GTA 5 racing is about. It's just sheer pace. I'll repeat this time and time again. Pace, people. Pace. Take risks, but make sure when you take those risks, you learn from mistakes. If you do make mistakes, then keep it going consistently. That is the aim. Thanks for watching, guys. Check your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah. Hey guys, you here, aka Gina. Welcome to my top 10 GTA 5 crashes so far from competitive racing through non-contact and contact. Bonus clips will be pretty much Rockstar's fault with the failure of rendering properly the little poles and lampposts as you notice throughout this video. But coming at number 10 spot, we have the start of the race through a playlist race.